Although my hair looked good today, I actually liked it, but over a period of time, everything just kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter on my head. I'm not exactly sure why. But anyway, and then I decided, okay, because I had somewhere to go tonight, I just thought because everything got so tight and started looking frizzy and I'm sitting in my home, I had gone outside earlier and the wind, yeah, definitely got to it, but it would still look fine. It was very presentable for others, so I couldn't understand why it just kept getting tighter on my head, as if my hair was saying it was getting drier and drier, even though it didn't feel dry. But anyway, so I took my blow dryer and I tried to stretch it out. But that was doing a horrible job because instead of elongating my curls, it was actually getting rid of my curls. So I was having very few curls in my hair. So I just quickly grabbed my Kamaza coconut hair pudding. And I just put it on my hand and I just start rubbing it on the top. At first I was just going to lay down the sides and just have the hair out in the back. But then I decided, you know what, that may not look good. Because I had to think quickly. I only had 5 minutes to decide. So I decided I took my bottle conditioner, my water, which like I said, I put all my extra leftover Beautiful Curls conditioner and olive oil and jojoba oil mixture in here. I sprayed that on my head. And then I took my Boar's hairbrush and I just combed it down. I just combed it down and left part out because this part was still dry, and left this part out and just pulled this part back and put it with a barrette to hold it back. So my hair was slicked back, so I got a chance to dry. I didn't even have to bother, putting a scarf around it to lay it down. It just stayed down the whole night. So anyway, when I got home today, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to be re-wetting my hair again. I don't really have time to wait for it to dry. So for tomorrow, I'm going to have to think of something quick. So I decided, I've done this before, I decided to just put 2 braids on my hair. Because this was already, laying flat. That's all I needed to have, this laying flat. And plus my hair, when I removed the barrette, it was still damp underneath that. So it was still easy to just make these 2 braids. I didn't worry about wetting them down because it's just going to stretch them now. They're going to be stretched. So I didn't bother parting it correctly. I just left, crazy part. Didn't want to deal with that, and then I just put the 2 braids on here. And when I wake up in the morning, all I do is just let it out and have the back out, and to just pull the other up in a little clip. Pull this back into a clip and leave the part out in the back. Anyway, that was going to be my look for tomorrow, and I'm sure that's going to work out because you can't go wrong with that. Okay. I removed my scarf. It flattened my hair some more. It's time to take out these. Anyway, after removing them, this is what you get. And then I just go through and I just separate them and separate them. And I do the other side. Okay. Then I took this section apart. So you can see how stretched that is. And all I do is just I have this barrette, this clip. And I just take a piece of hair from here on the side. Just a little piece from over there. And I just pull them back like that. I pull it back over the hair. If I need to put some more to give it a better look. I just take my clip. is lengthened for the day. You have some length for the day, and the hair is nicely pulled back. So if it's a windy day or whatever, you know, you can have that look. I like it, and I'm ready to go. Last night, didn't feel like doing anything else to my hair, so what I did was that I just sprayed it with my conditioner bottle spray, and I just added some beautiful curls, leaving conditioner over in a section, and just remove some of the tangles at the end, and then just put a braid at the end and another braid on this side. And before going to bed, I just put some gel here and put my scarf on, and woke up this morning. My hair was still wet. The little braids that I did in the back, they were still wet. And what I had to do, they were so curly. They were wet and curly when I removed it. So of course they decided to shrink up because they were still so wet. And they didn't hang like the other day because the day before they were dry, so they were able to hang a lot longer. So because they were so wet, they shrunk up, but it was curlier. So what I did was I just came home. This is like the afternoon, so I'm going to be leaving again. But in the meantime, I decided to just twist, you know, put a twist on this side and a twist on that side of those two braids, and to stretch the hair a little bit because it's raining outside, and because it's raining, it's damp out. And I knew that didn't help. So before I leave, I would just, you know, take those apart, and I would have some length, you know, from that. But anyway, I did my hair the same way I did it the other day, where I pulled it back in a clip and had the back down. But like I said, because it was curly and it decided to shrink more, I decided to just twist it and pull it back. So there, when I take it apart, it'll be elongated. Okay.